This is somewhere in Ethiopia. United States Marine Corps recon sniper Bob Lee Swagger and Corporal Donnie Fenn, who is his friend and a spotter, are on their mission. Only two of them are inside the territory of their enemy, and the opponent's counterattack gets more fierce as time goes by.
Okay, wrap it up, let's go!
The superior authority order the Navy to abandon the two and withdraw. Subsequently, Fenn dies in the war and Swagger is left all by himself.
Grows and shoots his own food. Yeah.
3 years later, Swagger, abandoned by his own nation, retires after he gets in the accident. And then he's exiling in a secluded place. Some people find his whereabouts and visit him.
It's a slow draw you got there. Sure you want to do that?
Swagger knows that people who find him must bear extraordinary ability and must want something from him. So he's extremely vigilant about them, but he hears an info that he can't ignore from Colonel Johnson.
But this intercept claims that the shot would be taken from beyond a mile. And know you could have done something about it.
Johnson needed Swagger to thwart assassination of the US president, which is supposed to happen in a few days. So Swagger trusts what Johnson says and for the moment, but take a photo of their license plate and let them go. His mission is to help others shot the assassin before the assassin shots the president on the speech day. Swagger leaves the countryside and get in Washington, D.C. right away, and as he arrives, the veteran sniper knowledgeably checks on nearby buildings.
Directions are easy, but an angle change, that becomes a trig problem.
You've done your country a great service, son. I could use a spotter.
The day came and the president moves to the place he planned to go.
Send update on your sit rep.
All clear. There's really nothing going on here.
Swagger is about 1 mile away from the president, and he's watching around carefully.
Officer Timmons, our local resource. The game. It's an honor.
And the next moment, Swagger examines all the conditions and figure out when the assassin is planning to shot.
Win Max is set up. Take him now. Send in the ERT team. Take out the steam.
But then the police behind him suddenly shots him. Actually, he has fallen into a trap. Johnson aims to kill the Ethiopian archbishop, who is another speaker in the place. So to successfully kill him, Johnson lied to Swagger and led him there.
He's bleeding. Kill him.
Swagger is wounded, but fortunately he can snitch a car of FBI and run away.
I didn't shoot the president. Timmons was a setup.
And when he is beleaguered, he trusts himself and chooses to drive into a river. Swagger escapes from the police and gets to the Sarah's house that is not far from there. Sarah is the wife of Donnie, who had been his old partner, so she knows him better than anyone.
I didn't shoot the president.
So she helps him even if Swagger is wanted and all the police departments of the nation are looking for him. Meanwhile, FBI agent Memphis senses that this is fabricated.
Everyone keeps telling me I'm crazy.
The investigators concluded that the incident was Swagger's job, but Memphis investigated him and he comes to the conclusion that the probability of a veteran sniper Swagger failing to assassinate the president is near zero. And the more suspicious thing is that all the people involved in this accident died out suspiciously. At the time, the former nurse Sarah effortlessly cures him. When she's done, Swagger wakes up.
What are you gonna do?
Burn their playhouse down.
Memphis unveils the incident and he learns that the arms used for shooting is an army arms. But the deeper he investigates, the more dangerous it gets.
In the meantime, they need someone else to find.
Swagger also swiftly started to move. Sarah is asked to deliver something. Swagger hands into Memphis.
What that is? Well, he's been staying with me.
And this the license number plate of Johnson's rogue unit in case this situation comes.
I'm long gone.
And then, Swagger watching it outside gets caught by a patrolman who randomly questions passersby.
Take your hat off, asshole!
Just like the other time, the police couldn't hold Swagger because it was hard to overpower a trained man. So he gets out of the police's encircling net. The information is passed on to Memphis, and immediately he checks the car license number on the FBI computer system.
The ASX job comes with Delta clearance.
But Johnson's unit notices that Memphis is tracking them.
This is a Delta level clearance. He lives in Philly, and he works for the FBI.
Nicholas Memphis.
And after a while Memphis gets kidnapped by his henchmen. Colonel thought Memphis was playing a hero, and even if Memphis is a low-rank agent, Johnson wants to sabotage him.
That's my gun!
Swagger intends to rise the crime of Johnson's rogue unit to the surface using Memphis. It seems that Swagger is going fail, but when it is about to fail, a bullet flies from somewhere out of their sight.
Don't kill me, please, don't kill me! I believe you!
And finally the two guys, Swagger and Memphis, meet.
No, I didn't start it, but be sure as hell I mean to see it through. So you get it straight. You in or you out.
The two actively creates one team and starts to track Johnson with elaborate plans.
Welcome to Tennessee. Patron state of shooting stuff.
They visit an old man who looks ordinary on the outside, but he's a firearms expert who can find all the information of any killers, and he's well known in this field.
Yeah, the world ain't what it seems, is it, Gunny? You keep that in mind. The moment you think you got it figured, you're wrong.
The two guys found the right person, and fortunately the old man is amicable to the two men. The old guy names of the killers who are likely to kill the Archbishop.
I need you to find someone, Michaela Serbiak.
Yeah.
You got it?
I got it.
At that time Johnson is exchanging confidential conversation with Senator Charles F. Meacham. The reality was quite different from what Swagger assumed. Johnson was just the middleman in the plan, and this was a huge conspiracy related to politics. So they got back at Swagger by even more dirty means.
Someone there?
Sarah easily clears up a suspicious villain breaks into her house. But she doesn't notice another suspicious man hiding there.
Where's your boyfriend?
Swagger is not aware of Sarah being kidnapped, and he prepares to attack the assassin in Virginia.
Napalm on the first floor. Pipe bombs on the rest of
He and Memphis, only two guys, have to deal with dozens of mercenaries. So he makes powerful bombs based on his experience he had when he served in the Marine, and trains Memphis to turn him into a killer.
12 o'clock.
A mercenary right passes Memphis. When he's holding his breath and shivers, Swagger calmly stabs his vital point. And enter into an area to get the target. He gets rid of all the obstacles and plant the pipe bomb he's prepared in many spots. In the house, a killer already notices that he's moving. But it seems that it's too late to avoid death and run away.
works for. I want to know why it was worth going through that much effort to kill the Archbishop.
The killer is going to die anyway, it's just a matter of whom. He'll be killed by Swagger or will be killed by Johnson, who took advantage of him. So he honestly told the beginning of this conspiracy and the truth without resistance.
Who runs Johnson?
Senator from Montana, I think.
At the same time, other armed mercenaries appear and approaches the house.
Swagger. Gotta get out of there. They're everywhere.
Swagger has perfectly fallen into their trap, and the favorable killer was actually on Johnson's side. But he survived in Ethiopia, carrying out his operation in the worst situation. And this time he has an escape route.
3, 2, 1.
Hit it with napalm.
The two guys cleverly clear up the mercenaries, and they take the recorder which holds the confession of the killer.
Okay, I don't care who it is right now. I don't give.
After then, the FBI superior orders Memphis to capture Swagger alive, but he has seen what's covered by the black curtains with his own two eyes, so he can't even trust FBI. Swagger plans everything ahead, and he tries negotiating with Johnson.
Tell you what, give it to him, we'll call it even. I just want someone there I can trust.
He uses his recorder to scare Johnson and suggests him end the fight on the condition of exchanging Sarah with the recorder. These are pure snowy white Rocky Mountains. When veteran snipers sets a trap, they would usually choose the heart of the city where a lot of things cover then, or where trees can hide them for their secret meeting place. But Swagger is completely opposite of others, and he lures them to a place where his opponents can easily see him.
He's here.
From a very far distance, Memphis comes to them. The next moment, one hiding killer confuses him with Swagger, and the killer attempts to assassinate him.
Don't move! Is there anybody else?
However, Johnson plans strategies and carries them out. Swagger can easily take them.
He shoots me! Spasm kills her!
Swagger shots the enemy's skull one by one accurately. And even if the target is very close to Sarah, he keeps moving as he planned. Simultaneously, FBI gets message from Memphis and the messages includes their location. And FBI goes to the scene to aid them.
Yeah, you got what you came for. I think it's time you owe us your side of the bargain.
So far Swagger did what he planned successfully, and all the truths came to light. But still it was almost impossible to penetrate the high walls of Senator. After debating himself, Swagger chooses to bury all the truths in the mountain.
What are you doing? Saving our lives. That proved you were innocent. I'm just a peckerwood who lives in the hills with too many guns.
I won. You lost.
After a long life or death battle, the incident terminates. And not Johnson who did it all, but Swagger is taken to the court. Everyone knows he is innocent, but the justice is gone in this nation. So he proves he is not guilty by himself.
Definitely my bullets. Definitely my gun. Good.
And he suddenly loads his gun and he aims at Johnson with his muzzle. But the loaded gun doesn't fire, because Swagger inactivate all the guns he doesn't use. Based on his show in the courtroom, the judges admit his gun wasn't used in assassination.
This meeting is over.
He can't imprison Johnson, so it wasn't enough for Swagger. But Swagger doesn't have more choice, so it seems that he better be satisfied with what he's done.
You should have seen the look on the Attorney General's face.
The truth is ignored and the fault was acquiesced. The colonel and the senator are very pleased with the taste of power. They're toasting in the summer house, but then one dead body falls from the ceiling without a hint.
Get my car.
And ever since then Swagger's revenge starts again, and Swagger judges them and punishes them to actualize justice. And they get what they deserve in the darkness.
He's under the floor!
Already justice is gone in this nation, and the way to redress the corrupt government is using a bigger force. Therefore, if he doesn't dig out the rotten parts, they certainly will be rotten again. So Swagger actualizes justice by removing every last one of them by himself. And the story ends there. Thank you for watching Movie Goes Movie Recap. Next time, if you want to watch fun and various movie recaps, please subscribe and thumbs up.